What's up, YouTube? My name's Charlie. Welcome to my channel, Before It's Too Late, a channel focused on motivation, goals, and adrenaline sports. So it's a new year, new you. Thinking about getting into fitness, thinking of trying out CrossFit, maybe you're thinking of training for a marathon. Well, stick around. I'm going to talk about a topic, a condition, that if you're not careful, could kill you. Let's talk about Rhabdo. So you're thinking about getting into fitness, and that's great. You want to lose a few pounds, you want to get into great shape, you want to try CrossFit, you want to train for a marathon. But before you do, let's talk about rhabdomyolysis, or Rhabdo for short. Rhabdo is a condition where the skeletal muscles have become damaged, and their contents spill into the bloodstream. This includes myoglobin, a protein that is large enough that it can block and obstruct the kidneys, causing renal failure. Some common causes of rhabdo include overexertion, overexercise, crush injuries, and also infections. Unfortunately, I too have had experience with rhabdo. Flashback to 2006, I was an avid runner. I did fun runs, 5Ks, and half marathons. And on my bucket list was completing a full marathon. The next marathon on the list in my area was the first annual Cowtown Marathon in Sacramento. To prepare for the marathon, I had been training for quite a while. I had built up my endurance up to 19 miles and felt confident that I could complete the 26.2 miles needed to finish the marathon. This marathon consisted of a 5K, a half marathon, and a full marathon. To complete the full marathon, you did 2 half marathons or 2 laps. Started my marathon strong, and then I passed the first mile marker at mile 5 and realized my pace was a lot stronger than I thought it was. I had planned on going 7-minute miles. I wasn't trying to set a record, I was just trying to complete the marathon. But unfortunately, I was closer to the 6-minute mile pace, and I had to slow down. So here I was, mile 5, slowing down, seemed to be doing okay. I had a belt with Cytomax and hydration on me, and I was burning through it as I was running. My thought was I would drop off the belt on the first lap, and then on the second lap, use volunteers, water, and Cytomax to continue the run. So I was fine up until mile 13.1. This picture was taken right after I dropped off my hydration pack, so this is right after the first lap, 13.1 miles into the race. And then on the second lap, I and the group of runners I was with, we realized we were in trouble. Unfortunately, this was the first annual marathon. The volunteers saw all the runners pass by and thought the run was over, not knowing that there was a second lap. So here we are on our second lap. There's no water and no food to be seen. So I continued to run until mile 21, and then I started to have issues. So now I've gone 8 miles with no water and no food on a marathon, which I'm projecting to be about 5 hours long. So I started to have cramps. First muscles I felt start to cramp were my calves, then it was my hamstrings, and then finally my quads. And unfortunately my run slowed down as a result, but I continued to run as fast as I could to complete the marathon. So I finished the marathon in just over 5 hours, at 5 hours 4 minutes, and I got third in my age division for the race. We head to the car. I go to sit in the car and find out I'm in trouble. My legs can't bend, I can't sit down, and I can't drive. So we go back to the volunteers. I continue to hydrate and eat what food they have. We hang out for about an hour, and then we go to leave. So I get home after dropping my friend off and find my pee is really dark. So of course I drink more water and drink more water, and it continues to be dark. The soreness continued for about a week. I went to see my doctor, Dr. B, who was also an avid runner, and he told me I was lucky and that I could have died. He explained what Rhabdo was and what had happened to me and the treatment I would receive. Unfortunately, approximately 26,000 people suffer from rhabdo every year in the United States. This last CIM, or California International Marathon, another athlete has fallen victim to rhabdo. Aaron Coons, 37 years old, was an avid runner, and less than a quarter mile away from the finish line, he dropped and fell victim to rhabdo. He went into cardiac arrest. First responders went and provided care. Unfortunately, he's still hospitalized. His GoFundMe information will be in the description below. Rhabdo symptoms include muscle weakness or soreness, flu-like symptoms, and dark-colored urine. And as always, consult your physician if you have any questions. So how do you prevent rhabdo? First of all, make sure you're talking to your doctor about any new exercise regimens. Make sure you're honest with your body and you listen to it. Make sure you stay hydrated, don't overexert yourself, and if you experience any of these signs or symptoms, talk to your doctor. And as a side note, if you're doing the first annual of anything, skip that. Never do the first annual of any race. Not a good idea. Good luck on your fitness journey. Have fun, be safe, and stay hydrated.